The creative nonfiction is a daring thing to do. I mean, really, it takes journalism. We are still journalists. We are still reporters. We're still researchers, but we're also being able to see the news in a different way. I always like to think that a writer is going to take the chance, push the envelope first, and on reflection. If you don't take the chance when you're writing your first, second, and third draft, you're never going to take the chance. Okay? So take the chance when you sit down and write, push the envelope as far as it can go. Sometimes I give myself, quote, permission to lie. That is to say, in order to advance the narrative, sometimes I push the narrative too far, just to go a little further. And I come back later and take control of that narrative. Okay? So, and remember, you do, again, have two things. This responsibility to your readers. You have a responsibility to your readers to fill in the gaps. Never make it seem to your reader that you are pushing too far. If you think you are pushing too far, then add the word, the 2 or 3 or 4 words or sentence-long qualifier in order to tell the reader how you got that information. Even if you're saying, I'm just assuming. This is fine. If you were telling a friend a story, you could say, I'm assuming this would happen next. You could do that. So there are these 2 C words that we can talk about. One is composite and one is compression, okay? The composite is something we try not to do in relation to the characters, okay? Composite characters, so let's say there's, I don't want to write about all you 12 people in this room, okay? My class, well, there's this person, there's this person. So I composite those of you who have similar questions and similar points of view into one. Makes it easier from a narrative point of view. We try not to composite, okay? Everybody is an individual, and we try to deal with, it is fiction. It is fiction to take 2 people or 3 people and make them into one, even though the information, at least, is somewhat accurate, or that all 3 of you would believe the same thing. Compression is another thing. And lots of writers do this. Some writers will go to church every Sunday, 10 Sundays in a row, and then capture a typical Sunday using information that he or she obtained by watching the 5 or 6 or 10 times, okay? There's nothing wrong with doing that. We call that compression, compressing a number of situations into one. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but you do have a responsibility to tell your reader what you're doing, okay?